everybody, JuanitasCasita here, and we are crafting. I took a break from some of the other crafts that I've been doing to do some special cards today in honor of Frida Kahlo's birthday. Today is her birthday. She was born, I believe it was, okay, so today's July 6th. I don't even know what day of the week it is. I believe it was 1907. And so today's her birthday, and I'm doing some cards. I did one other one, which I still have to upload. Oops, sorry. Still have to upload a video. This one was more of a die cut and roses card. And this other one, I'm using some ink and stamping. Very ambitious for me because I don't normally do that kind of crafting because it intimidates me. Anyways, so without further ado, I've created all the components. You're going to watch me assemble this card. There is one part that's going to take a little bit longer than the rest, only because in my brain, I'm like, we're going to wing it. So I'm not sure how that's going to go. So I've already assembled the pieces. I've cut everything. I've put, for the most part, I've put adhesive on everything. So I'm using Griffin papers. You guys know I love Griffin. She's one of my most favorites. And this is her cardstock. It's high quality cardstock, super thick, deliciously yummy, beautiful colors. I felt like these colors really brought home the Frida look for me. So I wanted to use these. So I'm going with, and don't ask me what collection it's from. I'm not going to remember. This particular one here, it was not double-sided. So I created some inside for it. And on this one, it was double-sided. I didn't want to use this blue. I wanted this particular yellow. I felt it went well with this. Let me push this up so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so I went ahead and used this particular Griffin die to create this. Now, in my brain, I was thinking, oh, it's going to give me a perfect square. So the picture I'm using is a square. So this will be perfect. It's going to leave the square. No, I forgot that when you turn this over, it actually makes this shape. I don't know if you can see that shape. Let me bring it up closer. The shape is like a square, but with a little bit on the top and the bottom. So that's not the shape of my picture, of my Frida picture. It's actually a square. So then I was like, wait a minute, I've got some Crafty Chica dies and stamps. I'm going to use those for the first time. So enter the Crafty Chica. So we've done a whole bunch of stuff here. We got all kinds of stuff, and I'll list all the products that I used. Okay, so we cut our card out. That's custom size. I did not use any of the compendium, Griffin compendium dies. This is custom size to what I wanted. Okay, so I used the metal die to cut this shape out. This is going to go behind the card. I'm using on the front of the card, I'm using a 3M Scotch double stick tape, which is already on there. So this is good to go. I'm not making that a dimensional piece. The next piece to go down, this is what I'm talking about. This was a square. And I'm going to post another video, but it's very long on Instagram TV. This was a square. I actually ended up cutting away this piece here. And I ran this through the Xyron, so it's sticky. And I adhered it to this. And this is by the Crafty Chica. It's super awesome. It actually, where do I have that die? Here in my mess. Hold on. I don't want to lose these pieces. These pieces are critical. I need these pieces that I already die cut. We don't have to do those again. Hold on. These are all critical pieces. I hope I don't lose any. Okay, so I used this metal die. I believe it's a framelit die. I could be wrong on that. By Sizzix, and it's Crafty Chica is the designer of this die. And I thought, look at that. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Very Frida Kahlo. So now I need to put some adhesive on here. This is going to stick flat. I could have made this dimensional, but I'm not going to. But I do need to put some adhesive on here. So let me go ahead and something quick and easy. My Gina K. I need to remember all the products that I use, all the brands. So this is Gina K adhesive. I'm going to apply that to the back of the Frida Kahlo picture. Okay, good to go. I don't know what that piece is there. Okay, so now I'm going to adhere this down. I was going to make this, but I don't want it too up there. Just a little bit is good. And try to center this as much as possible. I have such difficulty with centering. It's like I have many things that are not my strong suits. That is one of them. You know what? Let's take it down to here. How about that? Let's take it down to there. Probably can go a little bit more to the left. Maybe more to the right. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. Gonna press that down. It almost reminds me of a Game of Thrones chair. Okay. It almost has a Game of Thrones theme to it. Which is really cool. So this is what it's looking like so far. Very pink, very, very colorful, goes with the roses in her hair. And again, I cut this down because I didn't want the green to stick out from this part here. Now, the next piece, this piece here is actually going to go at the very top. Okay. This, again, I used Crafty Chica cling stamp framelit die, which, is it around here? Yes, it's right here. Here's the die. And I used my Tim Holtz Ranger Distress Ink little pad. I used the Misti. And I made two because I wanted this one to be dimensional. And I used some scrapbook.com foam. Okay. So now I'm going to adhere the foam to the back of that. And there's foam inside to make it dimensional. But I'm going to put some foam on because I want even more dimensionality. So I'm going to cut myself a little piece with my scissors that I've ruined. I've ruined these scissors. So now they're relegated to the adhesives drawer permanently. Okay. So now I'm going to take this and I want it right in the middle of this. Doesn't have to be super perfect, but perfect enough. It says amorcito. Look at that. Oh, I love it. This is so crafting on the fly for me, and I am having the best time crafting on the fly. Okay, so the next pieces I'm going to use on this, let me see if I've lost any of my pieces, which I bet you I have. Okay, so the next deal is I felt like this needed something, and maybe I'll change it up and it won't, but I felt like this needed a little something here. So I cut these little flowers out. Again, Crafty Chica. Did a whole bunch. I was going to put them over here, but I decided not to. So I think if we do them down here, and just maybe this part is hard only because my fingers, you know, ends up moving everything. But what I'm going for is I made these little corazoncitos, these little sacred hearts. Corazón sagrados. Well, I think they are sacred hearts. And these again are Crafty Chica. Hello. Hello. If you have never been to Mucho Mas Art Studio in Phoenix, you should visit. Okay, so doing all my plugs. Okay. Maybe add one like right there. My husband's like, always do things in threes. So maybe one right there. And then I can add one maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I want it in threes. I'm not really sure. Like this is the part I said earlier. It's going to be on the fly because I really don't know. You know, I definitely want to cover this up. I know that. I want to cover this up. I know that. So I think perhaps I should, how do I want to do that? I think we should use some mini dots if I can find them. Let me see. So these, I don't know if these are going to be too big. So these are some mini pop dots. Looks like a beehive. And I'm hoping that these are about the size. Yeah, they are. Okay, these are going to give it some dimensionality. So I'm just going to start adding. Hopefully, yeah, it's actually bigger. I don't want them too big. Okay, let me just start adding these. So I'm yanking it out with the top little layer of paper so that they don't stick to my board here, my cutter. I'm just gonna do, I don't know how many of these I'm gonna do, maybe 8. I just don't really want the foam to show. That's my concern at this point. So I gotta take it out. See, I don't know if you can see, I'm taking it out, leaving that little paper on top, and then I take my little flower and just placing it on that, not removing the protective paper, which is that paper you see there. When I go to pull it up, you can see maybe how it separates right there. I'm leaving that on for right now, putting the foam on, putting that down. What do I got so far? 5. I said I wanted at least 8. That's 6. Let's see what else I can do here. Okay, what's this? I lost count. I lost count. Is that 7? I'm not sure. Okay, let me see. This might be 8. Okay. Now, let me see. Let me revisit these hearts. Let me revisit these hearts. Because maybe I only want 2. And actually the heart at the top can be the 3rd. Or should it be here at the corners? This is the part that takes the designing part of it. Sometimes can take a lot of time. You know, this part here. I'm trying to figure out if I want the hearts at the bottom or at the top. No hearts at all. You know what? What if I bundle these foamies, these flowers, if I bundle them, so that's 4, this is 5, I'm going to need more. What if I bundle them and then I put the heart on top? Oh, I like that. Okay, we're going to go with that. So let me build one. Let me build one. So I think you had 5 over here, maybe? I'm not really sure. 4. What if I use one more? Okay, I'm gonna go with 5. Okay. Oh, yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to need some more. Try to mimic the way I did the other one. I'm loving the way this card is coming out. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta craft out of your comfort zone. Oh shoot, I took off the thingy. Hold on. Sometimes you just gotta craft out of your comfort zone because you could create something just new and different and beautiful, you know? And just create, I mean, look, this is normally I'm like, this is crafting on the fly for me because I would never most likely have not put something like this on camera, like in terms of me trying to figure it out. Like I really want to know what it's looking like before I finish, but this is crafting on the fly. Okay, so now for here I think I'm going to put yeah, I'm going to do a big piece of foam on this one. Let me see. Not too big, but we're going to share it in between. So this size of foam, use my ruined scissors on it. By ruined, I mean once they get gummy, they're just not good scissors anymore. Put some adhesive foam on that one, and then behind this one as well. Peel off the little protection piece. See that? On the floor, Heather. At an angle or straight? At an angle or straight? I think I'm going to go with at an angle. It's like a little bed of flowers for the heart. And at an angle. There. Oh, amorcito. Look at it. It's looking good. I love it. Okay, now we're going to open it up. We're done with this part, okay? So we finished it. The hearts are the dimensional. I'm going to put it sideways. Let me see. You can see all the foam, right? You can see all that foam. This thank you card, by the way, is long overdue for someone. Long overdue. I've just been, you know, life, pandemic. We're not going to talk about that right now. So this is going to go down, and this is going to go over. And I've got a couple more, oops, I hope I didn't lose them. A couple more items that are going to go in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our, stick them down. I'm going to use double stick tape for this. And whenever I've got these little pieces, these little punch out pieces, like I call them chads. It reminds me of when you vote, or not in our state, but I can't remember what state it was. It was very controversial, the chads. I have some ink on my fingers. But that's what that reminds me of. And it always attaches itself to my adhesive. So the inner workings of my cards sometimes have all these pieces. I don't know if people can see them or not, but oops, that one went over. I'm gonna fold that down. Okay, so this one here, I think I wanted the yellow to the top. So we're just gonna center that in. Okay, I'm gonna do the same for this one. I'm gonna go ahead and use Gina K on this one. Make sure I do it on the right side. Eek. Yes. Okay. Because this, I used Anna Griffin folder for this is Anna Griffin paper, but I used the Anna Griffin cut and emboss folder, specifically this one here, to cut this piece out. So it's got adhesive on it. Now I'm going to lay it down. Actually, I don't want to do that just yet because I just realized I have some embellishments. These again are by the Crafty Chica. I used her Sizzix framelits dies and cling stamps to create these, but I just realized that I don't know where I'm placing these. So I probably should have done a test first, a test layout before I put my adhesive on it. So I've got it backwards. So the adhesive is on the top so it doesn't stick to my paper, because I want to figure out where I'm going to put this stuff. So I think I'd like this at the bottom and my muchas gracias at the top. That looks good. Okay, now I know where I want it. Now I'm going to lay it down. You always want to do your little test run first. Center it as best you can. Good. Okay. Now I'm going to take this, and I want this to be dimensional. So back to the foam. Back to the foam. Cut some foam. And I think that one's going to be trickier. I might have to use dots on that one because it's narrow and the foam doesn't curve. Oh yeah, I think it'll be okay. Hold on. Bigger piece for this one. And then right there. Okay. So it says muchas gracias. And I love that these are beautiful. Oh, you know what, dude? I'm going to so make a card for my abuelita Maria in Texas using these pieces. I think she would really love them. Gorgeous. Oh my god, I love this card. I absolutely love this card. Crafty Chica. Mira nomás. Me gusta tanto. Okay, muchas gracias aquí arriba. Wait a minute. like right there. Qué bonita, mira nomás. Hijo eso. I'm gonna get emotional right now. I just thought about my mom. I don't know why. I'm always getting emotional. Anyways. Mira nomás, Juanita. Mira nomás, Juanita. I can hear my mom right now. Dang it. I always cry at the most inopportune times. Anyways. Mira nomás. This is a gorgeous card. I can't wait to photograph this card. Utilizing so many different products. Primarily, of course, La Señora Frida for her birthday today. It says Amorcito. And a lot of Anna Griffin. The main items used here are Anna Griffin and Crafty Chica, or I guess is it Crafty Chica by Sizzix. And that's the primary theme here. Those three things. Anna Griffin, Crafty Chica, and of course La Señora Frida for her birthday today. And I really enjoyed making this card. Fantastic. I can't wait to upload this video to Instagram right now. I'm going to do it. Enjoy. Thank you for watching.